Good morning to all of you. In previous video, we have seen different motions of follower, that is uniform velocity, simple harmonic motion, uniform acceleration and retardation, and cycloidal motion. Also, we have seen how to draw the displacement, velocity and acceleration diagram when the follower moves with uniform velocity and with simple harmonic motion. Let us see now how to draw the displacement, velocity and acceleration diagram when the follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation. Now in similar way, you have to take theta O dwell and theta R and second dwell, that is angle of revolution on x-axis, and stroke length of the follower, that is lift of the follower, on y-axis. Divide theta O and theta R in equal even parts. Now here it is divided in 8 equal parts, theta O and theta R. Now find the midline of the outstroke and return stroke, that is mid vertical line 4 from outstroke and return stroke. Now here in outstroke it is 4 and here it is in stroke it is denoted by 4 dash. Now divide this middle vertical line, that is the middle line of outstroke and in stroke, in same equal parts, in same equal even parts as that of theta O and theta R. Now here theta O and theta R divided in 8 equal parts. In similar way, divide the midline of theta O and theta R in 8 equal parts. From bottom left corner of theta O, that is of outstroke, draw a line and join that to first vertical part, first part of the vertical line. So the number of divisions on middle vertical line is denoted by the number of parts on the middle vertical line is denoted in the outstroke. It is by A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So join capital A to small a, capital A to small b, capital A to small c, capital A, D, and here it is by J. So likewise, now here small e is joined to J, capital J, F is joined to small j, small g point is joined to capital J. Now the line capital A small a is intersecting first vertical line at point 1. The second line, that is capital A small b, intersecting to the second vertical line at point C. The third line, that is capital A capital C, intersects to the third vertical line at point D. The middle line, that is capital A small d and small capital J, it is intersecting to the middle line at point E. This EJ line intersects at point F, FJ line intersects at point G, and GJ line intersect at point H. You'll get number of points here like capital B, A, capital B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and J. Draw the smooth curve passing through all these points. In similar way, in a return stroke, the curve should come from top to bottom. So here, join top left corner of theta R to 7 dash, in this corner to 6 dash, same corner to 5 dash, 4 dash, 8 dash, likewise. The first line intersect to first vertical line 1 dash at this point. Second line will intersect to second vertical line at this point. Third vertical line will intersect to third line at this point. Fourth line will intersect at this point. Likewise, you will get number of points here. Passing through all the points, draw the smooth curve. So you will get a displacement diagram for theta O, dual 1, theta R, and dual second of the follower. Now this is the displacement diagram for the follower when the follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation. This is the velocity diagram. At the start and end of the outstroke of the follower, the velocity is 0. Similarly, at the start and end of the instroke of the follower, the velocity of follower is 0 again. It is maximum at the mid of the outstroke and mid of the instroke. So by taking some suitable scale, you can mark here point and join dot point to start and end of the outstroke. Similarly here also, by taking some suitable scale, mark this distance, you will get 1 point. Mark that, join that point to start of the instroke and start of the end of the instroke. You will get this velocity diagram for a follower when follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation. In velocity diagram, you can say that the rate of change of velocity per unit time, it is constant. The rate of change of velocity per unit time, it is uniform. So acceleration is uniform here. So for first half of the outstroke, there will be uniform acceleration. Then there is some decrease in the velocity of the follower. So there is a uniform retardation of the follower during second half of the outstroke. Similarly, for first half of the return stroke, there is a retardation of the follower, and for next half stroke of the during the next half of the return stroke, there will be uniform acceleration of the follower. So this is the acceleration diagram for the follower when the follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation. The last motion of the follower is the cycloidal motion. Let us see how to draw the displacement, velocity and acceleration diagram when the follower moves with cycloidal motion. Now, all of you are knowing that cycloid is a one type of curve, and it is the curve traced by a point on a circle which rolls on the straight line without slipping. So we have to find that rolling circle here. So this is that rolling circle which rolls on this straight line. So you will get one smooth curve. That curve is cycloid. So for outstroke of the follower, only the displacement diagram, velocity diagram and acceleration diagram is shown here. Okay. Now how to get the diameter of that rolling circle? On the x-axis you have to take the angular displacement of the cam, and on the y-axis the lift or stroke of the follower you have to take in mm. So diameter of this rolling circle, it is equal to capital S divided by 2 pi, where capital S is, here it is lift or stroke of the follower in mm. So you will get the diameter of rolling circle in mm, taking A as a center. Draw the rolling circle here with this much diameter, S divided by 2 pi, and divide theta O in equal even parts, so it is divided into 6 parts. Similarly, divide this rolling circle in 6 equal parts like a hexagon. Okay, so this is the one line of that hexagon, this is the second line, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Like a hexagon, you have to divide this circle. Now transfer the edges of that hexagon on the vertical line. Okay, transpose this horizontal edges of hexagon, or transpose the points of hexagon, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 on the vertical line. So you will get 3 points, A dash, capital A and B dash. Join bottom left corner to top right corner of the outstroke. We join this A to capital B directly. Parallel to this line AB, draw a line from point A dash. So draw a line A dash B from point small a dash parallel to AB. Similarly, from small b dash, draw a line parallel to line capital AB. So the line drawn from small a dash will intersect to first division and second division at small a and small b. The line AB, the middle line, will intersect to third vertical line at point C. The line which is drawn from B dash, it will intersect to fourth and fifth vertical line at point D and E. You will get 6 points, A, 1 dash, A, small a, B, C, D, E and capital B. From all these points, draw the smooth curve. You will get the displacement diagram for a follower when follower moves with cycloidal motion. This is the velocity diagram and this is the acceleration diagram. The velocity will be maximum at the mid of outstroke and it will become 0 at start and end of the outstroke. And this is the acceleration diagram. It is 0 at start, mid and end of the outstroke, where it is maximum at theta O by 4. Here also it is maximum at theta O by 4. Here also it is maximum at a distance theta O by 4. To draw the smooth curve passing to all these points, you will get the acceleration diagram. So these are the displacement, velocity and acceleration diagram for the follower when it moves with different motions. These are the some equations for velocity of the follower during outstroke and return stroke, and acceleration of the follower during outstroke and return stroke. So velocity of the follower during outstroke, it is denoted by VO. Velocity of follower during return stroke, it is denoted by VR. Acceleration of the follower during outstroke, it is denoted by AO. Similarly, acceleration of follower during return stroke, it is denoted by AR. So when the follower moves with simple harmonic motion, these are the equations for VO, VR, AO, AR. In this case, while taking theta O and theta R, you have to take theta O and theta R in radians always. These are the equations for velocity of the follower during outstroke and return stroke, that is VO and VR. These are the equations for acceleration of follower during outstroke and return stroke, AO and AR, when the follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation. Here also you have to take theta O and theta R in radians. And these are the equations for the velocities of follower during outstroke and return stroke when the follower moves with cycloidal motion, and acceleration of follower during outstroke and return stroke when follower moves with cycloidal motion. Let us see the first numerical related to cam, how to generate the cam. The numerical is like this. A cam is to be designed for a knife edge follower with the following data. First, cam lift is equal to 40 mm during 90 degree of cam rotation with simple harmonic motion. Point number 2, dwell for the next 30 degree. Point number 3, during the next 30 degree of cam rotation, the follower return to its original position with simple harmonic motion. Point number 4, dwell during the remaining 180 degree. Draw the profile of the cam when the line of stroke of the follower passes through the axis of the cam. And second, the line of stroke is offset 20 mm from the axis of the camshaft. The radius of base circle of the cam is 40 mm. Determine the maximum velocity and acceleration of the follower during its ascent and descent if the cam rotates at 240 rpm. So lift of the follower, capital S, it is given 40 mm. On the y-axis you have to take that lift of the follower. Now during outstroke, that is during 90 degree rotation of the cam, the follower moves from its topmost position to bottommost position with a follower lift of 40 mm. And during outstroke, the follower moves with simple harmonic motion. For next 30 degree, there is a dwell period, that is during this much rotation of cam, the follower is in rest position. During next 60 degree of cam rotation, the follower will move from its topmost position to bottommost position. So it is 90 plus 30, 120 plus 60, it is 180. Remaining is 180, that is for complete one revolution of cam, that is for 360 revolutions. Remaining 180 degree is a second dwell period. So by taking some suitable scale, mark here theta O, dwell 1, theta R and dwell 2. Now here theta O is a 90 degree. You can take some suitable scale, 1 centimeter equal to 15 degree. So 19 divided by 15, it will be 6 centimeter with theta O. Theta D1, that is first dwell, 30 divided by 15 degree, 2 centimeter. Theta R of 60 degree, so it is 60 divided by our scale 15 degree, it is 4 centimeter. And there is no need to show remaining 180 divided by 15, that much centimeter. You can show that by taking line. Okay. So it is 96 plus 2, 8 plus 4, 12 centimeter. Here there is no need to show this dwell second of 12 centimeter. You can show that dwell by a breaking line. So this is the displacement diagram. Already we have seen how to make the construction when the follower moves with simple harmonic motion. Here it is shown. During outstroke, the follower moves with simple harmonic motion, as well as during return stroke also the follower moves with simple harmonic motion. So divide the theta O and theta R in equal even parts vertically, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 0 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, likewise. Draw the semicircle taking radius equal to S by 2, that is half of the lift, and C dash as a center. Draw the semicircle. Divide the semicircle in equal even parts as that of theta O and theta R. Transfer the points of semicircle horizontally in theta O and theta R. These horizontal lines will intersect to the vertical lines at point B, C, D, E, F, J, K, L, M, N. Passing all these points, that is from capital A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P and X. Draw the smooth curve to represent the displacement diagram of follower when the follower moves with simple harmonic motion. Let us see how to draw the cam profile. Initially it is asked to draw the cam profile when the line of stroke of the follower and the axis of follower when they are in line. So this is that construction of the cam profile when the follower moves with simple harmonic motion and when the axis of follower is in line with the axis of cam. The first case, this is the first case, and this is the second case, that is when the follower axis is offset to the cam axis by 20 mm distance or 20 mm offset. Let us see first one. So the base circle radius of cam is given, that is 40 mm. Draw one base circle with a radius of 40 mm. Represent the vertical and horizontal axis of the cam by drawing the dotted lines. Here you show the, so A is the, capital A is the initial position of the follower when the follower is in rest position. So show here knife edge follower. Now theta O, that is it is the angle of revolution of cam during which the follower moves from its bottommost position to topmost position. So here direction of rotation of cam is not given, assume it is rotating in clockwise direction. So we are going to divide the base circle in anti-clockwise direction. So whenever it is given that the cam rotates in clockwise direction, divide the base circle in anti-clockwise direction. Whenever it is given that the cam is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, divide the base circle in clockwise direction. When nothing is mentioned, you have to assume that the cam is rotating in clockwise direction and divide the base circle in anti-clockwise direction. So here the direction of cam is not given. You have to assume that it is rotating in clockwise direction. Divide the base circle in anti-clockwise direction. So OA is the initial position of axis of the follower. So from OA, mark theta O of 90 degree, then theta D1 next 30 degree, then next 60 degree it is of theta R, and remaining 180 degree is second dual period. Now here in displacement diagram we have divided that theta O in 6 equal parts. Here also you have to divide the theta O, that is of this 90 degree, in 6 equal parts. So it will, one part will be of 15 degree. So divide theta O also in equal even parts and mark those points on the base circle, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Join all these points with the center of cam and extend it. Join, draw a lines from point O to 1, extend it, O to 2, extend it, O to 3, extend it, likewise. So join all these points with center of the cam and extend it outside of the base circle. There is no need to divide the dual period, as in displacement diagram we have not divided that. Then theta R is also divided in 6 equal parts. So this also you have to divide in 6 equal parts, that is 10 degree for each part. Mark 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash on the base circle. And then you join 1 dash O dash and extend it, 2 dash O and extend it. Mark all these points 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash with the center of cam O and extend it outside the base circle. On the first line, that is on O1, now initial position when the displacement diagram, when the follower as its bottommost position the knife edge of that follower will be at point A. In displacement diagram, that initial position of the follower is shown by point A. When follower moves, when the cam rotates to first 15 degree. So as we have taken scale 1 centimeter equal to 15 degree. This is 1 centimeter. In terms of degrees, it is 15 centimeter. When cam rotates through first 15 degree, it will move from a distance, vertical distance A to B. So take distance in your compass 1 to B. Mark from the base circle. Here it is shown 1 to B on the first division. Similarly, for next 15 degree of rotation of cam, the follower will move from B to C. So take distance to C in your compass from point 2, mark on the second line. You will get point C. Take 3D distance in your compass from the base circle, mark on the third line. You will get point D. Take distance 4E in your compass from base circle, mark on the fourth line. Take 4F distance in your compass from the base circle, mark 4F. And then 6G, mark from 6 on the sixth line. Similarly, on the divisions of return stroke, take O dash H distance in your compass from O dash, mark H. Take 1 dash J distance in your compass from 1 dash, mark on that line. Likewise, you will get number of points like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, and this is P. Passing all these points, draw the smooth curve which will represent the profile of the cam for the required motion of the follower. This is the second profile. This is the profile of the cam according to condition number 2. Here, that is axis of follower is in line with the cam axis. Here the axis of follower is offset by 20 mm from the cam axis. So this is the axis of follower which is offset from the cam axis by the 20 mm distance. So as we are going to divide, as the cam is rotating in clockwise direction, we are going to divide the base circle in anti-clockwise direction. So you have to take the offset of the follower on a right hand side of the cam axis. Take the offset, that is axis of follower, offset by 20 mm from the cam axis on the right hand side of the cam center. So for that purpose, for this construction, draw the base circle by taking 40 mm radius. Then you draw the offset circle by taking 20 mm as a radius. Take O as a center, 20 mm as a radius because offset distance is 20 mm. Take 20 mm as a radius, O as a center, draw the offset circle. Here it is denoted. This is the base circle denoted here, and this is the offset circle denoted here. As the axis of the follower is offset by 20 mm to the cam axis, draw the axis tangent to this offset circle vertically. That line, that axis will intersect to base circle at point A. Join AO From AO, divide the base circle. Now from AO, theta O is 90 degree. Then dual first it is of 30 degree. Then theta O of 60 degree, and remaining is second dual of 180 degree. Now here you can see that at the initial position, when the follower is at its lowest position, that is at point A, capital A, in cam profile figure, this is the initial position of the follower, that is denoted by cam A. Now at the initial position of the follower, we can see that the axis of the follower is tangent to the offset circle. So for all next positions of the follower, the axis of follower must be tangent to the offset circle. So here divide theta O in 6 equal parts and mark those points on the base circle. Divide theta O in 6 equal parts and mark those parts denoting by points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the base circle. Similarly, divide theta R also in 6 equal parts and mark those points on the base circle, that is 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, likewise. From 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, draw the lines tangent to the base circle. Why? Because here at initial position, the axis of follower is tangent to the offset circle. So from all these points, draw the line tangent to the offset circle and extend outside the base circle. Similarly, in theta R also we are having points 0 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash. From all these points, draw line tangent to the offset circle and extend outside the base circle. Now take distance 1 capital B from the displacement diagram. Mark from the base circle on first tangent line. Take distance 2 capital C from the displacement diagram. Mark on the second tangent line. Take distance 3 capital D from the displacement diagram. Mark on the third tangent line. Likewise, take the respective distance of the displacement from the displacement diagram and mark on this tangent from the base circle. We will get different points B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P. Passing all these points, draw the smooth curve. You will get the cam profile of the cam. So this is the numerical number 1 related to cams. Some more numericals we will see in the next video. Thank you.